Hey guys, Steve Welcher, Beeman Toyota in Nashville. We got the winter weather about to come in on us, and it got me to thinking that all-wheel drive could be important to a lot of you guys. So I did want to point out something that you might not know about Toyota. And this is what it is. If you kind of take a peek right here, you'll see beautiful, beautiful Avalon. This thing's black. This thing's an XLE. Beautiful, gorgeous car. Something you're going to notice right here. All-wheel drive, guys. All right, you have a Avalon all-wheel drive. It'll only be in the 4-cylinder. So if you look over here, you'll see this 2.5 liter, 205 horsepower, 4-cylinder, all-wheel drive. All right, XLE all-wheel drive. All right, next thing I want to show you is also SE all-wheel drive. Right, you got several different variations you can do in the all-wheel drive on a Camry. So if you're somebody that says, man, I'd love to have all-wheel drive, but I really don't want to get an SUV, I'd like to stay in a sedan, so I'm just going to deal with the front-wheel drive, even though I'd really like all-wheel drive. Now you have an option so that you can get an all-wheel drive. Like I said, if you're thinking that you'd like to have the 6-cylinder Camry and pair an all-wheel drive, they don't do that. So they're not pairing an all-wheel drive to the 6-cylinder. But you can definitely get a all-wheel drive in the 4-cylinder, 202 horsepower in the Camry, 205 horsepower in the Avalon. But definitely take you a look at the Avalon. Take you a look at the Camry here. But definitely, if you guys are wanting a beautiful, beautiful car, and definitely if you don't want the SUV, you want to stick with the sedan, maybe it's what you know, then it is time to check out the all-wheel drives. To be quite honest with you, they drive and feel about the same as their two-wheel drive counterparts, unless you're in the bad weather, unless you have the problem, you know, that obviously it's designed to help. Also, I'm going to tell you, there is one kind of caveat to what I was just saying. If you're driving in just regular dry conditions, and you want to, you know, and you're thinking about performance, you're going to get performance out of this as well, because it's going to allow that all-wheel drive function to kick in while you're driving down a dry pavement. All right, so as you come around the corner, dry pavement, it's going to allow you to have better handling, better control of the car, because those back wheels are going to be under power as well while you're driving down the road and while you're definitely putting the gas into it. So the car will adjust how much you get when it comes to the all-wheel drive. It's not something that you kick in. It's not something that you like have a switch to turn on, something like a 4Runner where you put it into two-wheel high, two-wheel low, anything like that. It's not one of those. It's the car will kind of see what you need, and it will adjust itself accordingly. So definitely take a test drive, see what you guys think. But the new Camrys, the new Avalons are cars that will come with all-wheel drive in your Toyota. So obviously you do have several other vehicles that come all-wheel drive. Obviously your SUVs, your SUVs, your trucks, of course. Also, I will kind of point this out over here. The new Venza is a CUV, or a crossover utility vehicle. So it's also going to have all-wheel drive as a standard feature. So it's all hybrid, all new. It's kind of in between. So if you're not quite wanting an SUV, but you don't quite want a sedan, take a look at the new Venzas. Got several of them here. You can kind of get a thought and an idea on how those look. But those are all standard all-wheel drive, standard hybrid from the factory, of course. So definitely take a look, take a ride, see what you guys think. all these cars drive a little bit different. So you could also look at the Highlander, which is in the front wheel drive if it's not in all wheel drive. So definitely let me know what you guys think. Steve Watch, Muna Toyota, downtown Nashville. Guys, have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.